Hi everybody, I'm Garrett.
And I'm Carolyn.
And we're Diary of a Family.
And we're living life intentionally with you, sorry.
Welcome to...
Can we tip this down without it falling? I know you. He dropped my phone on the floor a minute ago.
I have nothing to do with that.
Yes, you did. You were right there.
Oh, there you go.
So we are one more Sunday without data, so we're on my phone this time.
Yep.
It resets tomorrow. So
couldn't come soon enough.
Couldn't come soon enough. But we'll do okay with our low tech. Garrett's hopping on his phone so we can see comments.
I don't like these new keyboards.
What's wrong with the new keyboards?
Family.
And boondocking.
I put the D button.
He totally misspelled our title.
I will fix it, I promise, in post, so you're not going to be... All you OCD people, don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
He'll fix it. Hey, who's on with us today, Garrett?
So far, we have Teachers on Adventures.
Hi, Teachers on Adventures! I'm glad you're here.
Skip to LaRue.
Skip to LaRue and...
X marks the spot.
Yay! Okay.
Do I look tired?
Stop. Emma received her package in the mail.
After I told you what her response was, it kind of changed.
Our new member of the family is called Joseph, Joe for short, and he is Baby Bun's younger brother. So if those of you think we're talking cryptically, Emma left her very prized Baby Bun at the Marks' house way back in August. And
She's done well without it.
Baby Bun went missing and was not able to be mailed back to us. But Hope replaced Baby Bun with a brand new bunny.
Yeah, we're very thankful.
Thank you. Thankful. It's the cutest bunny ever.
Yes, it's very cute.
Anyway, we have a lot of things to talk about. We are going to review our video from COPPA and kind of what's coming down the pipeline for that. We're going to talk about boondocking. We're going to ask you guys, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? And I'm going to try not to look at my face because the lighting in here is horrible.
I don't know why it's
icky.
It's really weird. My other phone would do it just fine. But for some reason, it's not working.
Anyway, stay tuned for next Sunday because we'll be back live using our old setup. All our wonderful gadgetry.
It'll look nice.
It'll look good. But
and we'll show you what we've been up to for the little tidbits.
Yes. Well, this week we got to hang out with family.
Yes.
So excited we didn't have to go home to Washington to see my sister and brother-in-law and their kiddos. So we got to spend time with cousins.
And they insisted we have Christmas, birthday, Thanksgiving, something, like all put into one. So they got us a whole bunch of stuff we needed, which was very nice.
They went shopping. The kids got new toys, new clothes, new pillows, new sheets. It's just like Christmas.
It was awesome.
They were super excited, and they've been playing with all their new toys. Timothy put together a new Lego set. Yeah.
He likes Legos.
He loves Legos.
If anybody wonders what to get him, just Legos.
Except that Mommy's like, no, not more Legos.
It ends up becoming deconstructed because he considers himself a master builder.
Of course.
And so everything ends up all over the place.
What boy wouldn't call himself a master builder after seeing Lego 1 and 2 a million billion times? Thanks to you.
Yeah.
You didn't have to show him those movies. Anyway, if you don't know what we're talking about, you gotta watch those movies.
Lego movie.
Just realize they're from the eyes of a 9-year-old boy. That's how it is.
Yeah, you're a butt.
But. So we hung out Tuesday here at the trailer with my sister and her mother-in-law, her husband, her kiddos. Little Jane is
We introduced him to dirt.
No, little Jane is 4.
Jane is just
4.
A few months older than Edison. So just past 3.
Right, 3 in July. And then Chloe is just a year now.
Just a year.
Yeah, because they were
born. And we introduced him to a new concept called dirt.
Yes.
I don't know if they've ever been.
I don't think those girls have ever been in dirt. Well, they go out to Grandma's house. My mom has a garden, so I'm sure that the girls have gotten dirt there. But not this fine, dry desert dirt. They were filthy at the end of their afternoon stay.
They got hosed down.
It was awesome.
Hey, nursing our travel bug.
Hi, guys.
I'm not sure if it's just Bill or Bill and Natasha. But
well,
welcome.
if Natasha's at work, we'll send our thoughts for direction. Yeah. I have to work tomorrow and Tuesday, and then again on, I think, Friday.
And then you work Sunday. So
then I'll work Sunday, yeah, So yeah, we showed them our trailer. They hadn't been to our trailer. It was pretty exciting for them to like wander out into the middle of the desert to find us.
They were probably like, are we sure
are we on the right place? We're on a dirt road. And sure enough, they ended up finding us out on trust land. And I don't know what Shelly thought, Lizzie's mother-in-law. But
they're from Montana. They should understand outdoor stuff. Maybe.
And then we were invited to come hang out with them at their Airbnb on Saturday. So yesterday we took 4 loads of laundry and our dirty bodies, and we got treated to swimming pool, hot tub, lunch and dinner, and washed all of our laundry and took showers. The kids got baths. They were so excited about
Then we found out after the last load was in the dryer.
That we weren't supposed to be doing laundry between 3 and 8. I'm sure it's because the landlords get charged extra during the peak time.
For water, yeah.
But I'm like, whatever.
We're like,
we're already done.
We're done.
We didn't know the house rules. So.
All Sundays off this month, so Natasha's here.
Oh, nice. That's awesome. So I had the last couple of Sundays off, but I'm going to start working every other Sunday, it looks like. I have Saturday off next week.
Very nice.
But I don't know what we'll do about live stream, if Garrett will just do it on his own, or if we'll do something pre-recorded, or maybe do one on Saturday. I don't know.
Do a mix.
We haven't figured it out yet. And okay, so let's bring up the question that you were going to bring up to everybody. We have been doing our live
Nomadic
streams.
Ramblers, welcome.
Hello, guys. Nomadic Ramblers in the house.
Yep.
We have been doing our live streams at 8 p.m. Central Time, which ends up being 7 p.m. because we're on Mountain Time right now. Is that working for you guys, or should we do it earlier? Shall we?
Because I know some of our friends that were Central Time are now Eastern, and so they're like,
right.
They're like getting ready for bed. It's 9 o'clock for them.
Yeah. Would it work better if we changed our timing up on Sunday afternoon/evening?
We're thinking more like move it up an hour, so 6 p.m. Central or 7 p.m. Central, and then, it'd be 8 o'clock Eastern. So.
Yeah. Anyway, you guys, please weigh in on the comments there, and we'll think about figuring that out. I know if we move it up, and I'm working on that day, it's going to be Garrett solo. So you guys got to give him some love.
I'll do a close-up where it's just my face being broadcast.
No, too much you. Too much.
You can see my magnificent beard.
Whatever. Skittaloo, what are you saying?
We are camping with some friends and doing a bunch of stuff in Dallas for Thanksgiving.
Awesome!
And joining Nursing Our Travel Bug for steak night and Waco Fun shortly after.
No way! That's not fair!
As soon as we leave Texas, everybody comes to Texas. It's like,
that's
really,
totally
dude?
not fair. I don't know why people want to winter in Texas. It's cold there. Why are you wintering there? That's not. You gotta come to Arizona. Well, it's not fair that you guys are gonna get to meet up. We have not met Nursing Our Travel Bug yet. We will at some point.
Hey, Barefoot Adventures is
Hello.
on.
Hi, guys. Hello. All right, so keep those comments rolling in. What you're doing for Thanksgiving, we'll share with you.
And if you prefer to have an earlier live stream,
mm-hmm.
if it works better for your schedule, and we'll see what the comments say and fine tune that.
Yeah, I mean, it can be way out there, even if like a Saturday works better, or if Sunday's the best, and if an afternoon time is better than an evening time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anybody else? Nikki B is joining us.
Nikki B and Sasha's
and Sasha's RV Adventures. Yeah. Hello. I think you're new to our live stream, so welcome. Yeah. Welcome to our.
A lot of nice chat going on between people in the chat, so
of course
that's awesome. All right, so let's see, what was the next one we wanted to...
He's got the list, otherwise I would be going on with the next topic.
For those of you who have been experienced boondockers or RVing for a while,
yes,
what is your favorite RV location in the west side of Phoenix?
If you've been there.
If you've been there. We're talking about Buckeye. We're talking not quite out to Quartzsite, but...
No, way too far.
That's way too far.
No, we're talking about like city limits, Western Phoenix, because we're looking for more boondocking locations.
Yeah.
We're sitting on trust land. We have a boondocking location way out at Saddle Mountain. That we could go back to, but it's almost an hour of driving for me to work.
Yeah.
So we're looking just up and down the west side of the city because that's where the hospital is located, in the west side. Anything like super north or super south would be a stretch, but give it to us anyway. Anything on the east we're not interested in.
Yeah. Anything off of 85 going towards Mesa, at least just a little bit down. We checked out a couple spots just east of... just northeast of Goodyear, northwest of Goodyear, sorry, and just north of Buckeye, and we found one spot that I think will work.
It's very city-ish,
but it's just huge, massive.
You can see the highway pretty far away. You can see other roads that you're getting off of, and we're gonna be 100 yards, 200 yards from traffic. And there's no trees and brush to kind of screen us from that, but
yeah,
I mean it's free camping.
It's considered unleased trust land.
Yeah,
and it's the same area that we've been here a week, and there's been police coming up and down, and no one's come up and bothered us.
No.
So, we looked at other areas, and one of the spots I looked at had huge signs saying trust land, no trespassing. But then another sign right next to it said permitted use only.
Which we have a permit. So we should be able to go there. So we'll have to look at that area as well. But, it's hard when you have to commute to a location. You can't just choose something way out in the middle of the boonies. And it's been hard, too, for Garrett to run around and do, errands and things with the kids if you're so far from any sort of store. Right
now it's fine, but we can only stay here a certain amount of time, so
and then we
gotta kind of keep looking. Yeah. And maybe we'll come back here.
Right, after a week
it's
or a month
after you're iffy, but we want to find just a few more spots
so we can kind of rotate around. And it would be nice to not be so close to main roads that people get inquisitive, or people come out and try to rip off your generator, or at least here where we're at right now, I mean, we're pretty well screened, and there's only a few people going up and down the road that we're parked near, and I mean, a lot of it is truckers during the week hauling stuff. I don't know exactly what they have at the end of the road, some building project or something like that.
They're moving dirt. They're moving a huge amount of dirt.
Yeah.
So Blue Wave Odyssey has joined us. Welcome.
Hello, Blue Wave Odyssey.
Living Light RV says, have you checked Overlander for places to boondock? Overlander. It's an app. We've mainly been using Campendium and Allstays as far as apps go. We have the Trust Land map.
Shows us
where Trust Land is.
We actually checked a site out before church, because we were late getting out for the second service. So we thought, we'll go early and we'll go to the third service. And it ended up being they had the road blocked off. There was no way to drive out to the trust land. There were lots of people out on their bikes and their horses and stuff out on the road beyond the blockage. But I was And we tried to get around on the other side of the trust land, and it said that it was, what was it?
Canal access.
Canal access only.
They have these irrigation canals up there because there's a lot of farmland, and so the farmlands have pretty much taken over everything, and you can't get to any of that kind of stuff up there.
Yeah. So there's trust land in a very good location for us, very close to work, very close to church, but it's not panning out because we can't drive our RV over a berm and a block.
Yeah. Let's see. Nomadic Ramblers said, where was it? We like Saddle Mountain. We loved it. It was great.
Yeah, and we'll probably go back, and I'll just deal with 2 weeks of a longer commute.
And there was other areas out there that were very flat and easy to get into, and we will definitely go to one of those. We picked the one spot that was the worst in the whole Saddle Mountain area.
We got into it just fine. It was the funniest thing. I went with the little car ahead of time and found the way around. And then I came back for him, and
just follow me.
Just follow me. You did pretty good following me. And then on the way out, actually, you had no problem getting in. There was a bit of a bump from the road into the area. And then on the way out, he drug one of our stabilizers, the left-hand back one.
It was pretty much the layer of dust that was above. But...
There was a big old rock on it. I was sure he had bent it. But then when we got a closer look at it, it was fine.
Yeah.
Like, he even, kind of reefed on it, and it wasn't loose at all, and nothing was bent. And then we set up here, no problems. There was no mechanical issues.
Yeah.
So, it was just me and, stop! You're dragging in the dirt! You're digging a hole!
And then someone decided to pull up behind us as we were, sitting there with her.
I know. Of all the days.
Wait.
We were leaving on a Sunday morning / afternoon.
Yeah, there was a lot of activity. People.
A lot of people boondocking. I think they were weekenders out to play. Yeah.
Probably.
Because they had their little 4-wheeler.
Let's see here. Y'all need to get the Arizona BLM map book.
Oh, there's a book.
Amazon.
Sweet.
I will check that out and see.
And we need to look at the what was it?
The iOverlander.
iOverlander app. Let's figure this out. And then again,
so we want to jump between BLM because you can stay 14 days in Trustland. You can stay 14 days, so we can just be hopping back and forth. Then great, and if we can find a few spots that we can return to. Yeah. Then we'll kind of do a round robin type thing while we're here.
Now Emma's been like, when can we have hookups again? When can we go to an RV park?
She wants to be able to just turn the TV on and watch a show.
So if you guys know of good RV parks, again, in the west side of Phoenix that take people our age and not 55 or older, that you've stayed there, you've enjoyed it, shoot those our way. Yeah. So we can take a look. We probably won't stay too long in RV parks, but
probably
a couple
a week
of days
or
a week would be nice here and there to take showers and empty tanks
and if you know of one that has free laundry, we'll go there.
Oh yeah, we like free laundry.
We found a couple so far that have actually had free laundry, which has been amazing.
Yep. Texas was one that had free laundry.
So Living Light RV asked, what church are you guys going to?
So we're going to Refinery Church right now. We've tried it 2 Sundays, not back to back.
It was referred to us by a friend
who's been here last year. They've moved to a new location. I think it's the same pastor, same leadership team. And then, so we went the first Sunday in the morning, and it was kind of odd. There was only one guy on the stage. Yeah. And nobody really greeted us or anything like that. The second Sunday, we skipped Sunday morning, and
because we went in the evening. Trailer.
Yeah, we moved the trailer, and then we went in the evening to their picnic. And we thought, surely somebody's going to be like, hey, how you doing? Where are you from? Blah, blah, blah. Nope. Yep. Nobody talked to us at all.
It was weird.
It was just like we were invisible. It was so weird.
We're used to the past, 6 months or so or more. We've been in the South.
Everybody's welcoming.
Everybody's welcoming. Everyone says hi to you.
Yeah.
You go to church and people are welcoming and saying hi. And we come out here, and I don't know if it's just a Southwest thing, but it was just like, hey, how are you doing? And it was like, not even acknowledging that you're there.
It was.
I'm like, and the pastor was saying, go out and tell people about the gospel. I'm like, do you want to say hi to people you don't recognize, or that might be
like,
you?
Right within your church. So we went again today because it just felt like an off Sunday the first Sunday we went, and it was true. They had a full band up there. Worship was great. The only person that seemed to be really enjoying church was the worship leader.
I know.
And everybody else was just like, we're here, whatever. I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know what it is. So, good biblically based. I love the messages that the pastor's been preaching about finances.
Yeah.
The kids have done really great in class. Emma's really enjoyed it this Sunday. So we may or may not stay going to Refinery Church.
We have a couple other options that we might look into.
And just try on a Sunday morning to see if we liked it better or whatever. But it's like we're only here for 3 months and we want to build connection. And if nobody's willing to even like, hey, you're new here? Where are you from? Who are you? There's no sense of community at all.
Yeah.
So we don't want to waste our time if the church isn't welcoming. Does that make sense? I mean, and we're going in with open minds and we're smiling at people, but we're the ones that are new.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be the ones initiating.
Like, when we've been to churches where it was like, greet each other and around, say hi to people next to you, and they encourage the church to step out.
Be welcoming,
and they're like, if you're new to the church, make sure to step by our guest services out in the lobby. I was like, okay, well,
how about you have somebody say, hey, you're new here, come on over to guest services. I mean, right? Am I just out there? I don't know. So, it's a great church if you want to get plugged in and force your way into their community, but I don't know.
And I'm sure they have small groups and they have outreach stuff and all that.
Well, they do have outreach stuff, so we might try to get involved in that.
So Skip to LaRue asked or said, proud of y'all. This has been a long boondock stretch for y'all.
Oh, yeah.
How's it all going?
Not counting the 5 days we had hookups at the Grand Canyon, it's been a month. Basically.
Well, yeah, after the Grand Canyon, we came down.
Oh, that's
2 days at
2
Verde
days
Valley.
At Verde Valley. So, I mean, that was a full week.
That was, yeah.
So, I mean, basically it's been a month minus a week. So, 3-4 weeks that we've been boondocking. It's been okay. It's been fine.
Yeah. The weather out here,
it's
temperate wise, it gets low to mid 80s during the day. At night, it drops down to about 60.
We've had to run the generator a couple of times in the middle of the day to run AC when it was peaking towards 90 outside, and it just got too hot inside for Edison to lay down and nap. It felt great outside in the shade of the trailer, and that was out at Saddle Mountain. But then this week it's been a lot cooler, so we've not run the AC.
So I'm not sure which one is on, but hey, Kyle or Olivia.
Oh, hi guys! Awesome. So shout out to Driving and Vibin'. They're on with us tonight.
Welcome.
Now, you guys do a lot of boondocking, so we're looking for good boondocking sites around the west side of Phoenix. We're on some trust land right now. We've been out to Saddle Mountain BLM land.
Yep.
We have been looking on Campendium, but we're going to start branching out to...
The hard part with Phoenix is because it's so large, it's like, oh, there's some great places north of Phoenix. Well, that's an hour and a half away from where she needs to be.
Yeah, too far from work.
And so for us, it's like we kind of have to stay within a reasonable location of, the southwest side of Phoenix.
Yeah.
So.
Anyway, we're doing our best to find locations. It's been interesting. Garrett's looked around at RV parks, but most of them are like, sorry, we're full, or sorry, you're not 55 years old, so we don't want you.
1,300 sites. These things are just behemoth RV parks. They take like a whole city block, and they're just like pack them in like sardines.
Yep.
And then they put on the 55 and older, and you're just like, okay, see you later.
Oh, but they have all those wonderful palm trees.
I know. They're like, the kids are like,
if you see palm trees as you're on the highway, it's either going to be an RV park, a golf course, or a car dealership. They all have these tall palm trees. One car dealership, what is it? Is it a Ford dealership? So. They've wrapped the palm trees in white lights and then have green lights in the top of the palm. It's hilarious. You can see it from in the dark from far away.
So we do have to let Living Light RV know where we'll be ending up for December 9th.
December 9th? Is that when you're going to come join us?
They're going to come join us for a week.
Well, it depends on where you guys want to go. I mean, because we could end up going further out back to...
we could head out to Saddle Mountain. Meet you guys out there.
Beautiful there. And that's BLM and can stay for 14 days free.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I mean, if you're with us, then it doesn't really matter about the long distance to groceries and such. You just use one of our vehicles. Yeah.
So Driving Environment said, would you go north to Sedona? I'm like, oh, just answered my question. He said Saddle Mountain is the best, he thinks.
Yes, we stayed there for our first 14 days down here, and
we didn't see any park rangers while we were there.
No.
So we might just sneak into another location there at least once. We liked it. I mean, there's cell service. There was water and dump station right there.
Right there. It's
Saddle Vista Ranch.
Is it Saddle Vista? Saddle Vista Ranch. Guy's name is Dave. And he has a dump station and lets you fill up water. If you got a big rig like ours with the big water tanks, it ends up being about $17.50 to do your dump and fill.
Yep, just a little bit extra.
But otherwise it's $15. And being the closest to Saddle Mountain, it's seriously like 10 minutes away. It's worth it instead of having to come all the way into like Love's to dump. So.
Well, and he's having issues with the county.
County's trying to shut him down
because he has a dump station there, and they say it's not to code. So that all you have to do is tear it all down, and rebuild it up to code. But he's like, because you're being harmful to the environment.
He's like,
there was people dumping raw sewage out at Saddle Mountain,
and now they don't because he's accessible, and they're like,
it's like, so what do you want? Do you want raw sewage out at Saddle Mountain, or do you want me to dump it? So
anyway, it's just because he built it himself. He built his whole.
Yeah, Living Light RV. We will communicate with you guys about boondocking back out at Saddle Mountain. So.
I'm so excited. We've really not done a whole lot of camping with others, other than doing the.
And we have extra vehicles, so you guys can just leave Bessie where she is.
Yep.
You don't have to drive into.
We've done no boondocking with other RVers, so this will be a lot of fun. I'm super excited, and we won't get sick.
Yes.
We won't get sick.
How
we spent the entire time of the Grand Canyon with one or the other of our family sick, and
for 5 days, and at least one of us was sick.
Kent and Lisa got sick too. I'm so sorry. So we enjoyed the Grand Canyon, but in small spurts in between people being sick. I'm glad we were there for an entire 5-6 days instead of just having a short time and maybe having all of us be sick that one day. So it was great. I love the Grand Canyon. It was starting to get very cold. Very cold.
Honestly, that's the kind of weather I like, but when not everybody has all the nice insulation I have. Yeah.
The leaves were all turning bright reds and yellows and oranges and coming
gorgeous.
Off the trees. It was so crisp. It was nice, but the wind was also blowing and some days were too cold.
No puking.
Yes, good. No puking this time. That would not be fun.
No honey wagon at Saddle Mountain?
Nope, no honey wagon. You gotta pack all your water in, pack all your sewage and garbage out. Although we've noticed a lot of people don't, and I'm thinking that it's probably locals.
Yeah.
Out here, even on the trust land, just down the way, is a big pile of garbage, half of a bathtub, and the kids have pulled four old tires into our campsite and stacked them up to make this tower. And
yeah. So we don't know where our next stop after Phoenix is, driving and vibing, because we'll be here till February.
Yes.
We do plan on peeking out to Quartzsite.
We're trying, yes.
We're trying, so we're going to try
For
and
a
get our
long
schedule
weekend.
around. And then I think we're going to try and go back to East Texas for a month, but not for nursing stuff.
Not for nursing. I'll get a break. But we need to be in our place of residence.
Yeah, we want to get that out early.
Yeah.
So we can do our next kind of leg of our adventure.
And then we've got a friend in Nevada who keeps bugging us that we skirted around him. And
he was like, "Why did you skip Nevada?" I was like, we had to go over mountains with the trailer, and every single mountain down until
in March,
just
it
north
was not
of LA.
Fun. Yeah.
It was like snow and ice.
Yeah.
I'm like,
anyway,
it was bad weather the whole time.
So we may have to end up back in Nevada as we head to Washington to see family in the summer.
Yes, Skip-to-Lou, we will be back. We'll be in Athens for a month.
That's the plan. At this point, we always have to be flexible, but that's the plan. And then after that month in Athens, we won't know. We don't know yet, but we're thinking.
Yeah, if you have smaller, they're talking about composting toilets and how they're great. With the size of our rig and how many of us there is, it would be just a lot of work.
It would be a lot of work. It would.
And we can last. We did 2 weeks without dumping our black tank.
Yeah.
We were able to
2 weeks.
dump it, go to the...
But we have 2 toilets.
Yeah.
So even if one started burping, we could go and use the other one. But it didn't. We didn't have any problems with it being over full or anything like that. So. Yeah.
Jason, you can send us a text message and we'll give you more details on what we're planning on doing in Athens.
Yes.
So.
I take it you guys might still be there. I hear you guys were picking out a rig though, so I'm super excited.
The rig that they were looking at originally was a 2018 Grand Design Imagine, I believe. Mm-hmm. But they were under contract to somebody else, and so that one didn't pan through.
It didn't come through. That was a really nice rig. Okay, well, what's next on our list, or does somebody else have? What are you guys doing for Thanksgiving?
Yep, if you're just joining us, tell us what you guys are doing for Thanksgiving.
Tell us about your boondocking experiences, good, bad, and ugly. March in Texas is what? Possibly for us too. Awesome. Ooh, cool. Awesome.
Waco, the Nation Travel Bug is currently in Waco. We would come see you and Two Beards and a Babe if you come back before we leave March-ish.
Yeah, the contract here ends February 1st, and we would strike out directly for Two Beards and a Babe.
Yeah. We're going to try our hand at least a month of work camping, I think.
Yep.
And get our hands dirty with seeing how that life is like.
I told them you need to tell them that we do some awesome painting, so if their outbuildings need painting or anything like that, but we do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. Endless RVing is headed to Cherry Hill Park and DC for Thanksgiving.
Nice. Family in the area? Probably.
Fall time is the time to go to DC.
I don't know though. It's really, really cold.
Well, what I'm saying is, do you want the hot and humidity of summer where you're dying if you step outside? Or do you want
I would know. I would know. He's been on the East Coast, and I have somehow never been to the East Coast.
Yeah.
The furthest east I've been would be Gulf Shores,
Alabama,
and that was in June.
Yep.
So
that was hot.
There's this thing going around on Facebook where you go in and you click all the states that you've been in, and then it shows it highlighted on the map. And mine is like West Coast down the southern side all the way there. I've hit both Alaska and Hawaii, so I've got those outliers that a lot of people don't get to.
Yeah.
But it's just like, oh look, the Midwest and
everything
the
on the East Coast
is empty. So it looks a lot like our travel map.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So let's see here. Hanging with family here for Turkey Day, says Nursing Our Travel Bud. Living Light RV said they're gonna go to back to Palm Springs.
Oh, you must love it there. Now, is Anna gonna be with you for Thanksgiving or Christmas?
I think it's Christmas.
For Christmas?
Yeah. National travel, but let's see. Nomadic Ramblers are going to be at the Tiny House Festival, Orlando, and then Disney.
Ooh.
Lucky dogs.
That's something we want to do, but not with a 3-year-old.
Yeah, we'll wait till our youngest is probably the age of our oldest right now.
8.5?
8.5
oh my gosh,
or so.
How many years is that? 5? 5 more years?
Basically.
We can't go to Disney for another 5 years.
I have been to Disney, and I have seen kids, Edison, and even at Timothy's age, who are just unconsolable wrecks because they are so exhausted.
And they're out of their normal routine.
And they're out of
they didn't get their nap, and
their parents are
eating junk
yelling at
food.
them, "We're on the happiest place on earth. You need to be happy." They're tired. They need a nap.
That's why you bring someone with you to be nanny.
Yeah. My
Grandma
mom would like,
said, yeah.
I'll come.
Yeah, totally.
Anna will join us for Christmas at Verde Valley.
Awesome. Very good.
Richard, X Marks Spa said Richard wants to work camp instead of nursing.
Well, if travel nursing isn't your thing, you can always, change your lifestyle and do the work camping.
Yeah.
And we would highly recommend you getting a hold of the Grassies of Grassroots Living, because that's how they finance their living.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they know all kinds of information about that.
Yeah. Let's see. Nomadic Ramblers said that their unit is going to be on display at the tiny home.
Oh, very cool.
At the.
Very cool.
Yeah.
We have not made it to Florida yet, but it's our plan to winter there at some point. So.
All right, Living Light RV, you guys are nuts. Disney, start saving money. I think it's a good call to wait until they're a little older.
Yeah.
And then they said, "Oh, delete that. Take me. I'll be your nanny." We go, wait, no.
Which one? It's probably Lisa saying that, but I could see Kent saying that as well. Take me, be your nanny. I'll be your nanny.
Yeah, so we will have no shortage of people stepping up to come with us. But it is also very expensive, and you can't do Disney in 1 or 2 days.
No, you have to take several
You have to
days
I say at least 4 or 5 days. If you're in Disneyland, you could probably do it 3 days and do it well, because you can do 1 day through each park and then kind of hit.
He's done it.
Yeah.
As a single person without kids, it's gonna take longer than 2 or 3 days.
I did 5 days at Disney by myself.
Weren't you
Disneyland.
bored?
No.
Gosh,
There
I
was
couldn't
one
see
day
going to a theme park by myself. I'm like, I'd be
One
bored.
day I rode the same ride 7 times.
Why? Why did you even do
Because
that?
it goes from 0 to 60 in about 2.5 seconds.
So
and
you
it's
want to
freaking
just have
awesome.
that heart rush 7 freaking times in a row.
Yeah.
I'm like, I could care less about the rides. It's like doing it with other people and spending time with other people.
Good night, Jason. Thanks for joining.
Good night, LaRue. Skipper LaRue is skipping out of here.
Yeah. You're pondering Bill work camping while Natasha does nursing.
Mm-hmm.
At least a free spot, maybe. We would like to, but you guys have older kids.
You do have older kids,
you
so Bill could leave them doing
It's a little
their...
easier to leave them.
Yeah.
For us, it's like...
It's one or the other. Like, a parent has to be free. And I can help with the work camping this go around, just because, they're pretty relaxed, and I could probably take the kids with me, depending on what we're doing. And maybe our hours, you'd work some hours and I'll work the off hours or whatever. But
so
Garrett's thinking about also making sure that he can do Uber, which I don't know what's left for you to get back to doing Uber.
I just have to update my driver's license and then registration and stuff like that.
Because he could do Uber in Tyler, Texas. It's not too far away. And I think it's a big enough city-ish that they would do Uber Eats. So he doesn't Uber picking up people. He's people shy.
Well, that and our vehicles probably would have had to be inspected and
That's true.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And just,
You got that.
gotta go.
So he's gonna continue doing
It's fine right there.
Uber Eats. I'm just afraid it's gonna fall off. There we go. Boondocking. This is how we're charging our phones.
Yeah. Your phone's still at 94%. Nomadic Rambler says, I have tickets that are 20 years old and they are still good.
What?
Disney.
How do you have tickets that are 20 years old and still good?
That's pretty cool.
You bought them 20 years ago and haven't used them? And they don't have an expiration date on them? Is that...
No, they don't have expiration dates.
What?
I was there 2000.
I wonder
That's
how...
I mean, like 2001,
How much
2002.
did you spend on those tickets 20 years ago?
That was nearly 20 years ago when I went there for the first time. Just saying.
20-year-old tickets. They're still good.
Why would they not be? You paid the money for that ticket, and those tickets are not cheap.
Okay, seriously. Wild Waves had it printed on it that the tickets were not good after a certain time because of inflation. They don't want people like buying tickets and then 5 years later going to their park and...
Disney runs things different, and they're big enough that they don't have to deal with that.
Anyway.
They were a gift, and they will still honor them.
That is so cool. That's cool.
Time for a giveaway.
Ah!
Free vintage Disney tickets.
Live and Light wants you to give those tickets away.
Preferably to
that's
them.
Funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I know what Live and Light RV wants.
Yeah.
They want to go to Disney.
Yeah,
I
we
could
will
care
go.
less.
We will go. It's fun. Honestly.
I know it's fun. It's just super expensive for what? Okay.
Living Light, you're gonna have to talk to her. All right.
That's somebody driving out there.
Yeah, there's.
So Garrett almost got attacked by dogs the other night.
Yeah, right now it's such a bright moon that you can go walk out at night. And I was out. I called my mom. Was talking to my mom, and I went around near where the main road is, and I started hearing dogs barking, and
They weren't behind.
a fence. And I started seeing these gray little shadows like rushing my direction. I was like, I had a high power flashlight with me that I didn't have on, and I'm glad that I didn't have it on because I was able to just shine in their faces and just they stopped in their tracks. And I was like, oh, and I just backed away and just went back. But
they probably never see anybody walking out here.
Yeah.
It's just a few vehicles.
Everybody drives
that go past
out here.
their house, and that's it. But other than that, yeah.
Well, I was like, well, maybe there might be a fox or a coyote or something like that. But I was like, oh, these dogs aren't even on leashes and they're not in any fences. They're just out. And they felt that they were a little too close. I was a little too close, even though I was on the other side of the street.
You were in their territory, dude.
I was in their territory.
Get out of their territory.
Yeah. So,
anyway, I'm glad you came back in one piece.
Thank you for joining us, the Nomadic Ramblers. Thank
Good
you.
night.
You're heading for Florida in the morning.
Ooh.
I don't know where you guys are at now, but have a safe trip. I'm sure
Yes.
that's going to be a long trip for you guys.
Yep.
Let's see what it was.
He's going to go back to our list here. What's our next topic?
Well, our new video for Wednesday.
Right. So let's talk about our new video.
We are...
Do you want me to?
We're wrapping up our series on the Balloon Fiesta.
It's back in October.
Yeah, it's back in October. It's kind of drawn out. It's a little bit harder to go through a whole bunch of videos like that when we're only doing one video a week.
Yeah. Because it was an entire week's worth of video footage.
Yes. Yeah. And so we're coming to the end of that, and we did a whole video, and we recorded all the stuff we did to prep for the Fiesta so that we weren't having to make meals and cook and prepare during the Fiesta itself, because that would have been just a whole nother stress level for us. So we actually went and created everyone check out at Media Creators.
Oh yes, RV Media Creators.
RV Media Creators.
He's gotten quite a good following already. It's only been a month or a month and a half since you started.
A month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yeah, and
I'm about 50 subscribers.
Yeah, so great content. He's got information that if you're starting a brand new YouTube channel, you need to get all the tips and tricks right now so that you can have a thriving channel in a year.
Because I mean that's one thing that we noticed when we started our channel. We didn't really have any direction, and so we were making, if you want to see cute videos of Emma as a 3-year-old playing piano.
She was 5.
5. Okay, she was 5 playing piano, and fun little family video stuff. Go check it out.
That's why I started the channel.
That's why you started.
But then we decided to change it over to a family channel, and what we should have done is just scrapped the old channel and started a brand new channel.
Yeah. So for us right now, we have a ton of extra videos that kind of just, I think, is slowing the algorithm down a little bit. So our videos are kind of weighted against us. But having a channel that comes out the gate with direction and purpose and why, and what you're doing.
Why? Yeah.
Yeah.
And knowing how to do a good thumbnail that will draw people in, and branding, and just finding your niche, your little what you do, what makes you you, what makes you interesting for people,
exactly.
how you tell your story, all those little things. It's good to know them before you get started so you don't end up handicapping yourself.
Yeah.
But back to our Wednesday video. I did meal prepping before we went to the Balloon Fiesta because it was going to be 5 days boondocking, our first very long stint of boondocking. And I was a little freaked out about that. So we did awesome meals, had them all ready to go. I did hardly any cooking and stuff while we were there. But that was so nice. So check that out. There's a few shots at the Balloon Fiesta as I'm finishing my prep. Because there were some meals that I didn't do fully. I didn't put the salads all together. I didn't make the soup. But we had a lot of fun. Maybe there are some great ideas. If you are interested in any of the meals, just email us and I can shoot you the recipe.
Yeah. Our National Venture joined us a couple minutes ago. Sorry, I did skip it. We were watching the comments on our other phone while we live stream on our Carolyn's phone. So
Allison, I saw your post on Facebook. Is your trailer seriously falling apart? I mean, what's going on with that?
Should have got a grand design. No,
I know you guys have been in it for a little over a year, but it shouldn't be falling apart.
Yeah.
And didn't you just have it into the shop for warranty work? This is crazy. I'm nervous.
Well, they have been going at a breakneck speed.
Yeah, I know.
For a year.
But still.
The joys of living in a small mobile home that's on wheels.
What are you guys going to do?
Yeah.
Anyway. Message me.
Yeah. I mean, really and truly, our first real kind of introduction to boondocking being the Balloon Fiesta really kind of gave us a little more confidence to try it more.
And I'm glad it did, because we financially would not have been able to manage too much.
Well, I mean, because we were in Flagstaff. I mean, we tried to stay at a Flagstaff RV park at $45 to $65 a night. The average prices out there. It would have just
11 or 12 nights of that.
11 or 12 nights of that would have just been horrendous.
Yeah.
We stayed 2 nights at a KOA up there in Flagstaff. And then we went and boondocked for 8 days.
Yeah.
I mean, I did that all by myself, basically.
Yep, without me.
So, at that point, I was like, we can do this. Mm-hmm. It's gas. It's water. It's, figuring out how to dump your tanks.
Where to get water. He purchased a water bladder.
Yeah, 60 gallons. Water bladder, and we use that a lot, and it's amazing.
He'll have to do a video on that so you guys can see it and how we use it, how we fill up.
Yeah, that I have all that kind of footage is in our Grand Canyon type series that will be coming next. So we'll do stuff on boondocking and how we kind of set stuff up and things like that. That is coming soon, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, that is coming out Wednesday, and
then again, catch RV Media Creators on Friday.
And we are starting a series on thumbnails. How to make thumbnails, why you should make thumbnails, the importance of them, and all of that is covered on the first video that came out last Friday. And then I go through how to make a thumbnail on your computer, and then also on how to make it on your phone.
Using free programs,
free programs, yes.
Perfect.
So all of it is free. You don't have to pay anything.
Just learn how to use them.
We'll just learn how to use it and call it good.
Okay.
Do we get the names of the subscribers? We want to do subscriber shout-outs?
Yeah, I mean, if we're ready. Kenneth,
Solar,
what's up?
Solar has made all the difference for us.
I know. Remind us how many watts do you have on your...
They have one panel.
One panel up there?
And I think it's 400, 500 watts.
Are you going to add more panels?
I don't know. I think for what they're wanting to run, because they run very minimal,
yeah.
I think that's pretty close to where they might upgrade like their battery bank, so they have a higher capacity there, because they're still using lead acid batteries, but being able to charge.
Yeah. So we have to run our generator in the morning and then again in the evening to keep our batteries charged, and that's running minimally stuff in the house.
Yeah.
But I'm like, we're gonna have to upgrade if we want to keep doing boondocking like consistently like we're doing. So
we're looking at a few like those 200 watts for less than $300.
200 watts for less than $300. There you go. You can do it on a budget. That's right. I remember watching your video about, look, you can do solar on a budget.
Yep.
Garrett was looking at Costco, and they have a battery.
They call them
power station.
They call them power stations. It is basically
is all tricked out.
Yeah, it can run up to 200 watts of power, and it has a 60,000 milliamp hour battery built in, and so we can run. Like, I can run my laptop or my desktop. I could run their TV, stuff like that.
We have an electric keyboard that we can't use if we're not running the generator, so that'd be nice to run that.
Yes.
And then it's also got an air compressor on it. I mean, I'm like, what? So if we have a flat way out in the middle of nowhere, we've got an air compressor, and you can jump a car with it.
Yes.
So, I mean, there we go. We don't even need our charger that we have.
It can do a 2,000 amp boost, which is literally like if you need your car started, it's like defibrillator style.
Charge! Clear!
So, National Travel Bug is signing out. Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for sticking around with us.
Enjoy Waco, Texas.
Oh, they did just get new coach batteries. They got 8
Oh! Awesome!
So, those are upgrade. They're
I'm
not
sure
quite
we'll see
up
a
to
video
lithium,
coming out.
but they are.
Right, but it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Let's see. Our national venture said RV warranty work. It's an extension of what was being reviewed for warranty.
Mm-hmm.
Not the brand, but the entire Lippert jack system that's been replaced and fixed twice in our 14 months of travel.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And we've got Lippert as well, right?
Yes.
We've not had any problems with it other than we errored it out a couple of times, not having it properly leveled side to side.
Yeah.
And then, what was it, when we had problems with the power, with
our
our converter going out and our batteries dying?
We had an error that we had to reset.
We had to reset an error, which you did a video on that. Very, very helpful if you do end up getting an error, how to reset. You're going to have to use your truck. You're going to have to hook up.
Well, if you think of how fast our national adventure was traveling,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they were like every few days, like every 2 to 3 days they were moving.
Yeah.
And so they were using their system a whole lot more than we do. Because, I mean, for us, we'd travel somewhere and then we'd sit for a month.
Yeah.
And then go somewhere and then sit for a month.
Yeah.
So.
But, I mean, still, those systems shouldn't, like... You've got a gremlin.
Yeah, sounds like it. So yeah, hopefully you guys they can figure out what's going on and get it actually fixed for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Any other messages there we were missing?
No, a couple people are kicking out.
We've been asking you guys, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? What are we doing for Thanksgiving?
So if you didn't answer that question earlier on,
please feel free.
Answer it now. That'd be awesome.
Thanksgiving. I don't work Thanksgiving. The day before I do. The day before is Edison's 3rd birthday. So we're probably going to celebrate
Thanksgiving the day before.
Thanksgiving. No. I work the day before Thanksgiving. I do not work Thanksgiving. So I work on Edison's birthday. We're probably going to have Thanksgiving on Thanksgiving and celebrate a birthday. So we'll be having birthday cake. Yes. And if any of you are in the West Phoenix area, please feel free to join us for birthday cake.
Now that we're kind of starting to get in sync with how the travelers go.
Yeah. We'll be in the northern states during the summertime and
you'd be amazed by how many of our friends were like, "Yay, we finally made it to Washington. Like, what can you see
3 months after we left."
Yeah, they're like, "We were just there.
We were just there. It's not fair that you're there now."
Anybody here in Louisiana?" It's like crickets.
Nobody.
Nobody is joining us in Louisiana in the middle of summer.
But people started coming through Texas pretty frequently in the fall, like the late summer.
Well, the nice thing with Amarillo is that it's a through travel spot through the middle of the U.S. pretty much. Yeah. So.
And everybody headed to New Mexico
for the balloon fiesta.
Was headed through there.
Yeah. Amarillo will be back. We do like that area.
Yeah.
And that hospital is a good hospital. So if you
ever
want to go back there, they'll probably hire you in a heartbeat.
Probably, if they need more travelers. But I'm enjoying Banner. It's a good hospital. I worked on my own this week. First day I was late getting out by an hour, but I had like 2 discharges and 3 transfers, so I took care of a lot of patients. Yeah. It was the charting that I've been slow at. So I sped it up a little bit more on my 2nd shift and my 3rd shift, and both days I got out on time. So,
yeah. Yeah, that's great. So she's getting the hang of it. We got to see her. We walked over on Friday because the Costco is like a mile away from the hospital, and went and said hi. So.
Yeah. All my coworkers are always like, "Oh my gosh, your kids are so cute!" as soon as they leave. I'm like, "Oh yeah, you didn't look at them up close. They were covered in dirt."
You wouldn't want to get too close. You would get a permanent dirt smooch.
Yeah. Garrett's a good daddy, but cleanliness before he takes them out shopping is not one of his.
I try.
They all.
But it's also trying to get all 3 of them.
Edison's all like covered in. He has this dirt mustache, dirt beard, because he slobbers or he eats food and then he goes out and plays in the dirt.
Well, and Timmy and Emma's idea of cleaning their face is 3 things of water, like. Okay, I clean my face, and you're like, breakfast and lunch and part of a snack is still stuck on there.
At least they're conserving water.
Huh? What? You mean what?
At least they're conserving water. What do they call it? Venture wipes?
Venture wipes. Venture wipes are like full size. They're like you can take a shower type size. So I mean,
not with our kids. You need several venture wipes.
2 or 3 of those. Yeah, half a pack.
Garrett showered them outside once.
Yeah, I did.
Took him out.
They were so nasty dirty. I'm like, you're not stepping foot in that trailer like that. So we're gonna go do an outdoor shower. Living Light Race said, glad to hear you're getting faster with your charting.
Yes.
Happy Place Diaries just joined.
Hello, Happy Place Diaries.
Sorry we're late, but I thought we'd pop in and say hi. Hey, Happy Place Diaries.
Our namesake here.
Yeah. 2 questions for you. Would you like an earlier live stream? And what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
That's the questions that
we've been asking people that have joined us.
So we go live at 7 p.m. Central Time.
What? Yeah.
Wondering if you wanted a little early. No, it's not 7 p.m. 8 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
Or Mountain Time. So we go live at our 7.
7 here, 8 p.m. there. Yeah. 9 p.m. Eastern. So.
What would be better? An hour earlier?
Or an hour later?
No, an hour later isn't going to work because we got our Eastern our
Eastern.
Eastern.
They were like,
friends.
"It's 11 o'clock. Are you guys joking?" We get text messages from our friends on
Like,
the East Coast.
Are you
We
going
wanna go to
live
bed.
tonight? It's so late. We're going to go to bed. We'll catch you later.
And they're like, "Are you guys okay?" Sorry, they're bad. Just use the body wipes they use in hospitals.
Cheaper, thicker,
thicker,
and
and
effective. Yes.
You know what they're talking about.
Yes. You know what? Banner doesn't have them.
No, they don't.
Yep. You have to order them from Central Supply if you want to use them on your patient. Otherwise, they have these bottles of cleaner spray, whatever spray, and so you use wash rags, and if you want them wet, you get them wet with water, and you spray them with this body cleanser, and you wipe with. It's old school. So they do a lot of laundry. They do a lot of laundry, but they're being cleaner, greener, I don't know. So they're not throwing away as much waste. So. Anyway, shall we do our shout outs? Are we ready for that?
Alabama,
RV Underway, hello.
I suppose there's no perfect time. We are on the West Coast, so it's all good for us.
Who said that?
Happy Place Diaries. Yeah, they're East Coast or West Coast. Sorry.
Yeah. So anytime?
Anytime.
Okay. RV Underway, you're in Alabama for Thanksgiving? I liked Alabama.
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was
see
nice.
very much of it, but
No,
I liked it. But we went into Mobile.
Mobile, Alabama.
That was a great date night.
Yeah, I don't think Driving and Vibing are on here, but we went and saw them live.
Yeah.
Saw Kyle live, and it was awesome.
Yes. So yeah, we love Gulf Shores. It was very hot and sunny. He's watching Emma go through the room. Hot and sunny. Make sure you take your SPF 50 and don't go out in the middle of the day. Even in June, early June,
What was the SPF we saw here? 110?
We found SPF 110 here.
I was like, when I saw 70, I was like, holy cow, that's nuts.
80.
And then
We
like
found
80, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Carolyn was like, that's 110. I was like,
It's at Walmart, right?
it's at Walmart.
Here in Phoenix.
In Phoenix.
I mean, I guess they must need it.
Summertime, 120 degrees, I guess.
Yeah.
You just got to put that extra layer of skin on.
But Mobile was awesome. We went to Pepe's. What was the restaurant? We got a sticker on our
Lambert's.
trailer.
What?
The restaurant we went to see Drive-In and Vibin'.
Oh, El Papi.
El Papi's. Great little joint. Yummy, yummy food.
Yeah.
And the music on Friday nights was awesome.
Yes, it was great. And they played.
And they played. Who
X
said?
marks
X marks the spot.
X marks the
Had
spot.
a date night
Yeah, they went to a restaurant that was supposed to have live music
at 7.
At 7.
He came at 8.
No, he came at
He
7:30.
came at 7:30.
Did a sound check and then went and talked to people.
He was visiting instead of playing.
Yeah.
They finally had to leave.
He had to leave, so they never got to hear him play. They're like, what? Really?
Anyway, if you are ever in the area when Kyle from Drive-In and Vibin' is playing, you have to go and see him play. So
Yes, very much worth it.
yes.
Love the hashtag on our titles. Hashtag thankful.
Hashtag.
We are so thankful. Got the grandson over here right now, so totally distracted.
I
No,
hear
we
you.
understand.
You should see me when I have the 3 kids around. Oh, what was it? I forgot something. Oh, I almost lost my wedding ring yesterday. Thankful I didn't. Right? Hashtag thankful. Yeah, I was lotioning the kids after pool time and shower time, and had the ring in my shorts pocket, and I was doing all the laundry because we're hanging out with my sister and brother-in-law at their Airbnb. Pool time, showers, laundry. Yes, we're gonna do laundry. Put the shorts in the wash.
Yeah.
It was hours later when I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have my ring on. Oh no, where is it? And I had retraced all my steps around the pool, and I was like, I put him in my shorts. I put the shorts in the wash. Oh no! Ran in, opened the dryer. The ring fell out on the floor. I was like,
Oh, thank you.
thank you God so much that I didn't lose my ring.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't let him spend very much money on it It only cost him $1,000.
Yeah, something like that.
What? Your sister's ring is what? $16,000. I'm like, I could never wear
Tiffany's,
something.
I think.
I could never wear a ring that expensive.
Yeah, it was that.
That's
bad.
like half a car payment.
Yeah.
What the heck? I'm not wearing half a car on my finger.
Yeah. Well, you know.
I'm also pretty easy. What? No makeup, no earrings. I'm pretty easy.
Yeah. So we do have a tidbit about our adventure. We did kind of vlog our time there.
We did.
With our family.
Yeah, we'll have a short little video for you guys.
The pool was cooled.
Cooled.
Like,
it felt like ice cubes.
It was ice cube. It was probably, I'd say, about 60 degrees.
It was very cold.
And when I got out, because I went in to the pool, it felt nice. The lower half of my body warmed up to it, or numbed up to
Numbed up to it.
But then I got to the point where my hands weren't even in the water, but my hands were starting to ache.
Because his blood was slowing down.
Because my blood was slowing down.
Hypothermia.
Yeah. So I got up and got into the hot tub, and my hands and feet were
on fire.
They were on fire, and they're like pins and needles for
hypothermia.
about 5 minutes or so, and then all of a sudden it went away because everything warmed up, and I was able to get into the hot tub.
Well, and yesterday was not a hot day.
No,
it was cloudy throughout the morning and afternoon.
But even if it was like 90 degrees, the way that water would have been very cold. I think they have something when it gets really hot, it kind of warms the pool up, so they have to keep it at a certain temperature just so that it doesn't get too hot during the summertime. That's my theory. If you guys know about
I've never heard about a pool being cooled.
I don't know.
I've only heard of pools being either unheated or heated.
I know. It did not feel like it was... It didn't feel
like it had been through an Arizona summer and heated up at all.
The water in Louisiana in March was
in their
warmer.
outdoor
unheated
pool was warmer
than that. Even though everybody said a cooled pool. What the heck? Why? Yuck.
I know. Why? What the heck?
I was gonna be like, I'm gonna brave it and I'm gonna just dump in the deep end. And then my brother-in-law Jack was like, yeah, I tried that and I like my body seized up. He's like,
well, he doesn't have as much body fat as you do, so.
Yeah. He actually went all the way in. I mean, if I had to.
Well, he was trying to retrieve that thing off the bottom of the pool. He dropped something in the bottom of the pool and needed to get it.
Yeah.
He tried 3 times. I was like, it's only, 9 feet deep? Why couldn't you pick that up off the bottom? Now I know.
It was cold.
I only put my feet in and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
But we got the pool time in. The kids got pool time in.
They got their baths. They love baths.
Yeah.
And they got ice cream from the ice cream truck.
They heard the ice cream truck and they went running. The kids were like, what is... Our kids have no idea really what an ice cream truck was.
Now they know.
Now they know.
Now they know. Thank you, Uncle Jack, for buying them ice cream from the ice cream truck.
Choco tacos.
Choco tacos.
Polar bear swim for sure.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
If it's like a lake, I can handle a cold lake. But for some reason, this pool was just...
Lakes can get to be like pretty cold.
They can.
40s and 50s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyway, it is over an hour of time, so we need to
skedaddle.
Keep this shorter for our peeps. So
I would say that we would.
On and on.
Can
I do it? Yeah. It's my part. Don't take my part.
I will sit over here.
Oh my goodness, you guys. We are at a fun number. We have 777 subscribers as of today.
Oh.
What's that, the number of completion?
Yeah.
Oh, we're not completed. We still have 223 subscribers to go for our goal of 1,000 subscribers. We didn't actually go into talking about COPPA and all that stuff coming. We've been getting emails about, hey, you need to go in and change the settings of your videos to comply with COPPA. If you don't know about that, research it.
It's to comply with the settlement that happened between the FTC and YouTube.
Yes. So if you don't know about it and you are a content watcher or a content maker or both, you need to go back and watch our live stream from last Tuesday, a week ago.
We put it out in the middle of the week just because we felt it was so important.
Just research it. There's a ton of YouTubers who are giving great information out about it and what that entails. And we watched a short video today that was just like, stop freaking out about COPPA. Don't erase your entire channel. You're taking it too far. Too far.
The big thing is, and tons of creators have harped on this a lot. If you're trying to make any kind of living off of creating content, don't rely on AdSense.
Yeah.
This whole thing is regarding personalized ads, targeted, children-directed content.
And we're not going to go into it.
So we're not going to go deep into it. But what we're saying is that don't try and put all your eggs into one basket because it could come back to hurt you.
So as we're approaching our 1,000th subscriber and becoming monetized, we're thinking, what is this going to mean? So as we start diving into it and changing settings and such, and learning more about the COPPA regulations, we'll let you guys know. Garrett may talk about it more on his channel, RV Media Creators.
I'll probably go through how to change your settings for the new updated COPPA stuff. Honestly, that's one big reason why you want to know what your channel is about before you start it.
Yes.
Because for us, we're going to have to sift through over 400 videos to try and figure out
what is
this
child-directed
is a
content.
non-child-directed video. This one is a child-directed video. Most of our high-performing videos aren't child-directed content.
No. But, I mean, all the fun ones that we do with our kiddos, which, I mean, is probably a good half or more. So
they're just going to have to be like, well, those are our fun videos. And, so for us, having another channel like RV Media Creators where we can focus on creating content and it's not going to be child-directed, and our concerns, we'll go into those in other videos and you can watch that video we made 2 weeks ago.
Get a hold of him if you want to have more of a conversation about what this looks like for your channel.
Yeah, I'll send you links and all that stuff as well.
Anyway, so we are at 777 subscribers. Shout out to Living Large in a Little RV. It's Mark and Terry. They have 26 subscribers, guys. You gotta check out their channel. Living Large in a Little RV.
It wasn't that little of an RV, was it?
No, it wasn't a very little RV.
It's littler than a house, I guess. But.
It is littler than a house, so maybe that's where they're coming from. The Jackson Show, another really cute channel. It's all about kids, though. This is about it's a family channel, all about their son Jackson and the fun things that they did. They bought this ginormous pumpkin for the Halloween time. I asked him, so what are you going to do with that pumpkin when it starts rotting? He's like, well, a couple of weeks in, it did start rotting, and we hauled it up and left it up for the chickens. I was like, that's perfect. Chicken feed. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, Nunu Johnston joined us, Casey Edwards, and Homestead and Hustle. They joined us as well. So, fun.
We got people.
I feel like that's everybody.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I think that's everybody. So Garrett's checking out one last time our feed to see if anybody else commented.
Let's see.
Nice. 777.
Time with family is great. So glad you got to do that. And then Kent said, nice. 7777 would be nice.
It would be nice.
Yes.
7,777.
The funny story about 777 with my family is that the Boy Scout troop that I was a part of was Troop 777. And so, that was a lot of fun to be able to...
Say, I'm in the Boy Scout.
I sent a picture to my dad with the subscriber count, so he knows.
A Boy Scout troop of the number of completion.
Yeah. Yeah. Living IRV said the whole FTC COPA thing is very frustrating. I hope it all balances out over time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's more than just AdSense. It also kills your comments, community tab, watch later option and YouTube's promo stuff.
It's ridiculous. So
yeah,
ridiculous.
It feels like they're overreacting to...
It'll probably smooth out after FTC comes back with, look, maybe we were...
Well, and right now, the regulations, like...
The regulations are overdone, and I hope that they get reversed.
Well, the settlement is what they're reacting to right now.
It's a pretty hefty fine, guys. $170...
No, $42,000.
No.
Oh, $102
the settlement. It was like $172 million that YouTube had to pay to... Yeah. We're having lights flickering. Hey, are you running water?
Yes.
Turn off the water. Save the water. Save the whales.
Yeah. So, yes, a lot of the other options that they have are being shut down if you have child-directed content. And they're trying to apply that with the new regulations to child-attracted videos, which nobody knows what that even means.
Because there's no specific, like, guidelines. It's like what somebody else feels.
Music.
Like like this. Like, what if a child is interested in sports? Well, all the sports channels now, but that's like what a child feels. It's not specific to children. They're not making it specifically for children unless it's like a how-to child. Let me show you how to throw a basketball into a hoop or how to play the game.
Yes.
Most sports channels are a general
For
audience.
us, when we think a kid channel, we think, there's a specific thing that we think of when we think, like, this is a kid channel.
Right. It's made with kids in it, directed towards children's interests.
It's a cartoon, it's
cartoonish.
Learning, it's colors, it's...
Right, exactly. But, or how about, I heard somebody say this. There was once a child who loved vacuum cleaners and collected vacuum cleaners. And so a vacuum cleaner related video would be child-directed content. Because of child-attracted content, because of one person's feelings. So you can't write laws on people's feelings.
The thing is it's unenforceable because if a parent lets their kid watch a vacuum video, technically they're now culpable for a COPPA violation, even though there's no way to prove it because your account is associated with you.
Yeah.
So, and most families that have their channels that have their kids watching it, they're letting them watch it on their channel, their parents' channel.
Yeah.
And so...
It's not enforceable.
It's not enforceable.
Because the children that we're trying to protect here with these rules can't even have their own channel.
Exactly.
So,
and one of our friends had a good idea. Why don't they completely separate the child content from, like, the child-directed content? Like the YouTube Kids is a different app, but it's still run on the same platform. If there's a way they could separate it out even further.
I mean, where does that put us that make content for
family
and right? You need to make a family YouTube. Then people are like not getting.
It just for us. It just feels like. For the sake of the kids, we're going to destroy the family content that's already there.
Just remember, everyone, that there's always change, and things that happen now are going to be changed in the future. Never put all your eggs in one basket if you're planning to make YouTube your career.
Or even get a little bit of extra money from it.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we're going to go ahead and sign off. If you want more information, let us know about all this COPPA stuff. But, we can go on for another hour, and that's not why we're here. So,
thank you all for joining us. We appreciate every single one of you DFAMers. Yeah. And tune in on Wednesday for our video, and then hop over to Garrett's channel, RV Media Creators, on Friday for a new video on how to start your own YouTube channel.
No, how to make a thumbnail.
Right. It's part of it.
It's part of it. But all right. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. And as always,
live life intentionally. Bye, guys.